been told.
I don't know what I've been told.
Winter break, it got real old.
Winter break got real old.
Back to school, I'm feeling fine.
Back to school, I'm feeling fine.
Making music all the time.
Making music all the time.
Back from break.
Back from break.
Welcome to Mrs. Ankrum's Music Room. I don't know about you, but sometimes I need a little pick-me-up. And that is what this song is all about. You probably recognize the melody. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do, right? Ba-da-dum, do-do-do, right? Sound off. Mm-hmm. 1, 2, 1, 2. And actually, that song, Sound Off, is also called the Duckworth Chant. Now, why is it called that? Well, in 1944, a black private in the United States military, Willie Duckworth, he started singing this song, or chant, as his company was coming in from a long, tiring training march. And so there have been many, many variations of this military cadence that have been done throughout the years. And so I thought, well, why not we make our own to kind of hype ourselves up about getting back to school from break. Maybe you got bored at home and you are just ready to be back at school. Maybe you're gonna really miss getting to sleep in the morning. And actually, you're not the happiest about being back at school. Wherever you are, you can actually use this song to pep yourself up even more, or to kind of, well, sometimes we gotta fake it till we make it, folks, right? We gotta do what we gotta do, and we gotta get ourselves going whether we want to or not. So, I encourage you, could you make your own verse for this song? Think about the pattern. Think about both the musical pattern and also the rhyme pattern. So it starts with the lead. I don't know, but I've been told. I don't know, but I've been told. Winter break, it got real old. Winter break, it got real old. Now, told and old, they rhyme. Okay, so when you're making your own verse, you can use the I don't know, but I've been told as the first line. Or another variation that you could do is I don't know, but it's been said. Okay, and whichever one, if you use old, you're going to want your second line to end with a word that rhymes with old. Or if you use I don't know, but it's been said as your lead line, your second line is going to rhyme with said. And then you can expand upon it. Okay, so I did with my second part of this verse. Back to school, I'm doing fine. Okay, so fine. So now I need a word that's going to rhyme with fine. Making music all the time. And that's kind of a slant rhyme. It's not exact, but it's close enough, right? So, could you come up with your own verses? Here is, well, before I tell you the verse that I made for my own school, Faith Academy, between the verses, let's say that you're doing this with a group. You want to have something to fill in between the verses, because really what's fun is if people can take turns being the leader here, or even you have one leader who's just thinking up of a lot of verses on the spot. Well, they're going to need a little bit of time to think. So what are you going to do in that space? I would add this ostinato. Back from break, back from break, back from break. And you can use whatever words you want. I just chose back from break, okay? But that's off of the sound off, 1, 2, It's just taking those two notes and just repeating them in a call and response pattern. You could do it like that, or you could do the first one where it's a pattern that repeats, or the ostinato. Back from break, back from break, back from break, right? So now, here is the verse that I made for my school. You guys are now going to do the echo part. And then hopefully you'll go and think about about what verses you could create on your own. You guys ready to be my echo? Here we go. I don't know, but I've been told. No. Stuck inside, it got too cold. Back at Faith Academy, there's no place I'd rather be. Back from break, back from break. Okay, so there you have it. You got a little bit of history about that military cadence. We talked about how to create your own verses. So that would be improvising with the text of a song, and hopefully it peps you guys up a bit to be ready to rock the whole second half of the school year. Thank you guys so much for tuning in to Mrs. Ankrum's Music Room, and we'll see you around real soon.